Hey guys, so today's July 20th. It's a beautiful Saturday. And Saturdays usually come with you having the most free time. And for a lot of you younger guys, I'm sure that Saturdays also probably come with kind of the most FOMO. FOMO being that you have fear of missing out of, I don't know, going to some party, going to some place. And the reason I think FOMO hits people hardest on Saturdays, I don't actually think it's because a lot of things happen on Saturdays. I don't actually think that's the reason. I think the reason that Saturdays usually hit most people is because Saturdays are where you have the most of your own free time. It's where you have the most time. If you have your daily checklist, right, and you do it every single day, I can almost guarantee you that Saturdays you have the most time to finish that same checklist. Your checklist on Monday or Wednesday, everything's chaotic. You've got school, you've got work, you've got all these things you have to do, and you have to finish your checklist. When Saturday comes, for most of you guys have a problem where you have your same checklist as always, but you have double or triple the amount of free time. And I think that this is where a lot of you guys get FOMO, and this is where a lot of you guys kind of get bored. And it's because you'll finish your checklist, or you have no pressure to finish your checklist quickly, right? You'll take the whole day to finish a checklist that normally would only take you 4 to 5 hours. So this Saturday, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to finish your checklist, but I also want you guys to do a full audit of your life. I want you to think about everything that is not how you want it to be. Maybe for some of you guys, that means training twice today. Why don't you guys train twice on Saturdays? Is it because you really don't have the recovery time? No, I don't really think that's it. I want you guys to use this Saturdays to, and I know this is going to sound cliche and dumb, clean your room, organize your stuff. I want you guys to really use these Saturdays to improve your environment and improve your life. If you have the most free time than ever before, I want you guys to use that free time. Don't just waste it away. I don't want you to just sit there and ask yourself, what should I do? You guys need to get in this habit of using free time, because right now I think for a lot of you guys, free time is almost like a burden. Free time almost sucks to have. You hate having free time. I want you guys to get very, very good at filling it up. And there's loads of things you guys can do. There's loads of things. Cleaning your room is just a small little thing. Organize your dresser. Think about organization, right? Because organization will make you faster in your normal day-to-day life. Why don't you organize more? Give yourself a real good think and spend time. Why is your business not making as much money as possible? Do more competition research. Do more than your checklist. Maybe go inside the real world and check who's making the most money in your campus. Who's making the most? What does he type? What does he say? How often is he in here, right? I want you guys to try to use this spare time you have. You need to fill the void. Otherwise, you're going to naturally fill it with dumb shit. You're going to naturally fill this void with just garbage. Maybe it's going to be a Netflix series. Maybe you're going to super feel like, my friends are at the club. I super need to go to the club. The way you get rid of that is by being busy and being productively busy. So Saturdays and Sundays, the weekends, are actually a special challenge for most of you listening to this. Luckily for me, Saturday is no different than my Wednesday. It's all the same. Literally zero difference to me. I'm lucky to have that. For a lot of you guys don't have that luck. So I want you guys to use these challenging Saturdays and Sundays and try to fill that time up. This is when you should be able to, if you have to ever do a weekly review, this is the time to do it. It's on these Saturdays where you think, okay, what have I done this week? You can even get a whiteboard, put it on and think, what did I actually do this week? What did I do Monday? Okay, I did this. What did I accomplish Tuesday? Okay, I did this. What did I do Wednesday? I want you guys to fill up your time with productive actions. Because otherwise, you're just going to waste these beautiful days. Weekends are like the biggest challenge for most of you guys. Because this is the time where you have the most free time and you don't have a set system to fill it up with. I want you guys to build that now. For a lot of you guys, if this is your normal time, right? If Monday through Friday, you're super busy and your checklist is you could just barely get your checklist done and do everything you need to do. I want you guys to have almost a special checklist for Saturday and Sunday. Luckily, I don't need to do this myself, but you guys should have this. You guys should have special protocols of what to do with all this free time. And if you don't have one already, I want you to make one now. And for some of you guys, maybe you guys should get a spare part-time job that you only work on the weekends. I really want you guys to fill up Saturdays and Sundays and the weekends with as much extracurricular activities as possible. Productive, useful things that you will be proud to have done. You need to be busy. This is one of the biggest challenges a lot of you guys are going to have, because it's like a curveball out of nowhere. Saturday hit. I finished my checklist in 5 hours. It's, 2 p.m. Now what do I do for the next 10 hours? Right? You guys get hit with curveballs, and I really want you guys to get good at it. I want you guys to really focus this Saturday on trying to perfect your weekends. Weekends are probably something special for you. I want you to perfect them, because otherwise, you're just going to get FOMO'd. I distinctly remember being exactly where you guys are, and it's Saturday, and I did work, I did my things, I've got free time, and I'm like, now you start scrolling Instagram, you start texting your friends, hey, what are you doing today? You start looking for things, and the problem is that you're usually looking for some level of bullshit. So I want you guys to keep this productive mentality. I want you guys to and look, maybe it's hanging time with your family. Good, do it. I'm not even saying it has to be productive in the case that it makes you more money or it makes you stronger. It can also be productive in the way that it helps build your relationships better, right? Maybe you need to hang out more with your mom. Cool. Maybe have a nice plan that you do every single Saturday, some routine that you do with your mom, some routine that you do with your dad, some routine you do with grandma. Maybe this is the time where you catch up with your friends. I don't know. Maybe you invite your friends over, you get a whiteboard, and you guys all start planning about what you're going to do. I don't know, but I want you guys to really distinctly and actually think about how you're going to fill this void up with. Like, what are you going to fill every single Saturday up with? From now on, I want you guys to get that routine. Your Saturdays should not be wasted, and you shouldn't just be flying blind, finishing your checklist, and then having 10 more hours and not sure what to do with it. Because it's just going to lead you down to degeneracy, bullshit, and wasting time. It's just the FOMO is going to be too strong. When you're sitting there, your checklist is done, and you're just wondering, wow, what should I do? You should never have that question. You should always have some sort of a schedule. Because if you have that spare time and you don't know what to do today, that means it's the perfect time to find a schedule and find a system for what to do with this time. Hopefully I'm making sense. Today's July 20th. It's a beautiful Saturday. Enjoy your weekend and make it very, very, very productive. Weekends are some of the hardest things for a lot of you guys, because it's the time where you're kind of flying blind. So I want you guys to not fly blind. I want you guys to have an idea, make a plan, and get to work.